What's going on, everyone? I'm the Retro Beast, and this is going to be a really weird video because this is not scripted, and I'm going to try to make this quick, and also I have a cold voice, so it's just going to be weird. But I want to try to make a very quick video, and I want to do my E3 predictions. So the options were either do an E3 predictions or do a reaction video, and I did not feel like doing that when I was watching E3, and E3 is only a few days away. I think it's 4 days away, but I'm not positive. So yeah, so let's just get right into it, because I had a script, but that would take too long, so I'm just going to go in with a no script, and I'm just going to try to see how much, I literally wrote down on a piece of paper all the things I'm going to be covering today, so I'm just going to try to, this is going to be a really weird video, so don't expect this to be the highest quality thing. So Nintendo's E3 presentation will be pretty interesting. People are expecting a lot from it, mainly just because every E3 Direct, anything like that, fans are expecting big announcements. But we kind of know some of the things that they're going to be covering, especially since there were some leaks. And I usually do not tend to listen to leaks, one, because I don't want to have the entire E3 presentation be spoiled for me. But that's probably not going to be right. The main reason is they're usually false. But there are some pretty interesting leaks, and especially the main one. Let's just get it done with right now. Fortnite. Everyone's saying it's going to come to the Switch. We have evidence. Look up anything about Fortnite coming to Switch. There is evidence. So that's actually pretty cool. I know a lot of people like Fortnite too much. Everyone hates on Fortnite. There's just two different, basically, fan bases for different types of things, and you're either like Fortnite or you hate it. And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, even though that's kind of impossible in this community. But I don't know, it's fun, but I'm not over exaggerating and saying it's the best thing ever, it's just fun. So if Fortnite comes to the Nintendo Switch, I'm happy, especially if they're releasing the online service. We'll get to that. It'll be a perfect game for the Nintendo Switch's lineup, especially if there's cross-platform play. That'll be awesome if you can play in parties with people on PS4, Xbox One. That'll be awesome. So yeah, Fortnite coming to Switch. I expect it. We all expected it. Even if there wasn't a leak, we all knew that was going to happen. So, online service. We know some things about the online service. We know they're going to be cloud saves, which I don't think needs to be on the online service to begin with. I think that should just be automatically on the Switch, but it doesn't matter. That's still really cool that we're getting cloud saves. So basically, we can now, if we break our Switch, not lose all of our data. I put in probably hundreds of hours in my Switch, so all the games. So that would actually be really cool if we get cloud saves. Well, we know we're going to get cloud saves. Also confirmed is we have the release date. We know it's going to be in September, but we don't know anything more about that. And we also know that they're going to be it's the equivalent of Virtual Console. It's going to be I think if they said 20 NES games or something with online play, and we don't know that much about that, but that sounds really interesting to me. I want to know more information about that. I'm really interested in retro gaming, so if they can somehow do some sort of form of Virtual Console with online, that just seems like a no-brainer. And for $20 a year, I'm definitely going to buy that. And I just want more information. I want an official release date. It doesn't matter, even though we already know it's in September. I want to know what day it is, and I want to know everything about it. I want to know the ins and outs, because it's about time. It's 2018. We need to know about the Nintendo Switch's online service. So that is something we are all going to be expecting. Okay, so speaking of online service, people have been saying that Super Smash Bros. Is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch with the online service, because, they want to push online with Super Smash Bros. And I think it's going to be more of a holiday release. They're probably going to put it in a bundle with the Switch, but it could be coming out with the online service. I would not be surprised if they talk about those two in the similar section of E3. And we know that Super Smash Bros. Is going to be a big portion of E3. We already know we're going to get some more information about it, and we have not gotten any gameplay, nothing. We don't know anything about it besides that one teaser trailer, and we know that the Inklings are going to be in it. So we want more. Like everything, we want more. So we're expecting a trailer to tell us all about the characters, the games, not the games. See, this is what happens when I'm trying to get a video done real quickly. So we want to know more about the characters, the stages. People have been predicting Smash stuff for like ever since they announced that it was happening in March. So I'm not going to do that, but because even if I give one unique thing, the characters and stages I mention will probably be what someone else said. So go check out their videos. But I'm expecting a trailer kind of like the Brawl trailer. Super Smash Bros. Brawl had a really cool trailer. It I can't speak. It showcased some of the characters that would be in there. Like I think it showcased Snake at the end, showcased who was in that game that was... Doesn't matter. But I actually just watched it recently, and it's really cool. It's nice and decent length. I think it's a perfect trailer if they do something similar with that, and then go into some more detail after the trailer about the gameplay and everything. I would love that. I think everyone would love that, and we're all good. Especially since they're going to be doing a tournament for Smash Bros. We need to know more. Okay. So now here's the next weird thing, which people have just been speculating. Odyssey DLC, Super Mario Odyssey, is one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite Switch game, and it might be one of my favorite Mario games I've ever played. And I can't call it one of like the best games like around because it only came out like 6 months ago. Probably a little more than that. I don't want to do the math right now, but the point is, it's an amazing game, and we don't expect another sequel or any big game coming out for that franchise, or mainstream at least, anytime soon. So we're expecting DLC. We don't really know what to get out of the DLC. We got Balloon World, that was a free update, and it's actually pretty cool, but it's not the DLC we wanted. DLC will probably consist of new costumes, and then we'll get new worlds. We need more characters. We just need maybe a new story arc. Maybe it's not. Why would Mario be collecting more moons? Maybe there's a new villain. I don't know. Maybe for like $20 we get a few new worlds. I think that would just be a awesome way to expand the lifetime of Mario Odyssey. And people are still going to play it, but now we have more things to that game, and that would be perfect. Okay, so next, Metroid Prime 4. It was announced 1 year ago. Well, if you're counting, I don't know if it was E3 was exactly a year ago from this year's E3, but basically a year ago, last E3, and we just saw a logo, and people were going insane. But they only said it's in development, so we don't know anything about it. But we just expect, just like Smash Bros, we need a trailer. Even if I expect it to be a 2019 release, but we just need something. We need a trailer. We need more info, because people are getting excited over a logo. We don't know anything about the game. We need to know the game's mechanics. Even if we don't know that much about it, we just need to know something. So I'm expecting them to talk a little bit about Metroid Prime 4, but don't get your hopes up. Now, 2 other games which you want to know about, Pokemon RPG and Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem, I don't know much about, so I can't tell you what I expect in a new Fire Emblem game, but I just expect them to talk about it sometime soon. I don't know if it's going to be E3 because we already know they're going to talk about Smash Bros. We expect them to talk about some other things, which make more sense. So I don't think they're going to talk about Fire Emblem. It seems kind of low on Nintendo's priority list, but you know what? Anything goes at E3. Also, Pokemon RPG. We want to know a lot about that game, especially since Pokemon is one of the most talked about franchises of all time. And when we hear there's going to be a big Pokemon RPG, we want to know what that's all about. So, especially since they just announced Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, that's probably a way of them saying, wait, be patient, we'll release this RPG eventually, especially with them showcasing amazing graphics in the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee game. Maybe that's going to be giving us a sneak peek of what we're seeing in the Pokemon RPG. I would not expect any news from those games at E3 just because there's so much happening. And be patient, guys. There's probably going to be another Direct in 2018 after E3. And then who knows what happens in 2019. So be patient with all those, but anything can happen at E3. Also, Yoshi game, please. We heard about that game and last E3, and obviously it's been delayed. We don't even know a title. We don't know anything about it. We know a little bit from that trailer, and it said it would come for 2018 spring, and it's now spring, and it's basically summer, and they still have not released it. So I would expect a title. I don't care what they show us. I just want more. And for them to promise us it's spring release, I don't care if it's delayed. Just give us more information. We need more, because we don't know anything about that game, and they talk about it. Perfect. Yoshi game, I expect it at E3, at least a little bit. Now, next is Super Mario Maker. We are all expecting them to port that game. That's literally like the last important game on the Wii U that they have not ported to the Switch yet. And I think it's fairly obvious. I know that it will be kind of difficult because the Wii U uses a touchscreen mechanic, and if it's docked, you wouldn't be able to do that. But if they just add a quick controller way to make levels, I think it'll be fine. Port Mario Maker, everyone's happy. Maybe add in some new things, some new not creations. Like, what's the best way to say this? Maybe just make it more, give more fan service, make it more like Odyssey in the sense that you add more like bonus features and stuff. I just think they can make it the same game, add a little bit more. Maybe even a 3D level creator. It could be simple. It's not going to happen, but 3D level creator, that would be awesome, so we can make our favorite 3D, we can pick things that we love from 3D Mario games and put them into one level. That would be awesome. Even if it's very simple, like you can only make a small level, that would still be cool. So I'm expecting Mario Maker to be talked about at E3. Excuse me. I'm sorry, this is going to be one take, so I'm going to have to cough if I have to cough. So, now, next we're going to be expecting a lot for just everything. But we can't expect too much out of E3. But if they're gonna, I think they're mainly just gonna talk about the online service, Fortnite. Maybe they're gonna talk about Smash Bros. Forever, and maybe online. Well, I already talked about online service. Maybe Odyssey DLC. I don't know. We can't expect that much. But I would not be surprised if we get a new Pikmin game or we get a new Animal Crossing game. I think Animal Crossing is more likely because that just has been rumored for a while, and I think we would all be expecting that. I love Animal Crossing. I'm not as familiar with Pikmin, but I would be expecting both of those to eventually come on the Switch, new games for each franchise. But I think we might get a new Switch Animal Crossing game. So look out for that, or Pikmin. I think we're likely to see it, or at least maybe not at E3, but at other conventions, Nintendo Direct, anything like that. So, now 3DS. We know they're going to talk about the 3DS. It's so annoying that the 3DS is still a contender for buying. I always fail at talking when it comes to this, but it's like the 3DS, I don't want to say that it's like bad. Everyone loves the 3DS, but it's like it's enough. Switch is revolutionizing home console gaming and portable gaming, and the 3DS just seems inferior, but they're still making games for it, and I would expect either a Star Fox game announced at E3 for the 3DS or a Paper Mario 1 remake. Both are terrible, but I love Star Fox, and it's so sad that Nintendo has kind of given up on that franchise, but Star Fox Zero, I'm sorry I keep stuttering, I don't know what's going on with me. Star Fox Zero on the Wii U was supposed to be that big Star Fox game, and it did not go over well with fans. I actually liked the game, but that's not the point. So basically, they've kind of given up, and I think their last chance will be trying to make a 3DS game. I don't think we're going to get one on the Switch. I'm sorry for all Star Fox fans, but I just see Nintendo doing that. Also, Paper Mario 1 Remake. Again, there's a franchise which Nintendo has kind of given up on. Color Splash on the Wii U was a good game, but it was not the caliber. It just did not have that charm that the first one had, that the Thousand Year Door had, that even Super Paper Mario had. So I love Paper Mario, the original. That's one of my favorite video games of all time, if not my favorite, up there with Donkey Kong Country 2 and Batman Arkham City and stuff like that. But Paper Mario, I see them remaking it because that just makes sense. It's the first one. It's an amazing game. Nintendo loves remaking games. That seems like a genius idea. But for some reason, they're just gonna remake it and put it on the 3DS. I don't have a reason to tell you why, but I just, knowing Nintendo, I'll be pleasantly surprised if they port it to the Switch, but I would be shocked if they don't put it on the 3DS. I just know Nintendo. I can't explain, but they're gonna put it on the 3DS if they remake that game. Even a new Paper Mario game, they're probably gonna put it on the 3DS. Just watch. It's probably going to happen. Like 75% chance, in my opinion. And lastly, they're going to port that Spyro game. I know we hate ports, but they're going to port that Spyro game, and I'm happy with it, especially with the recent announcement of them porting, and it's going to come out soon, too, the Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. Looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. But that Spyro game, which has the original 3 too, looking forward to that. I have not played a Spyro game yet, but I love the PS1 games in general. That's the one console I kind of have not checked out as much, but I do have a PS1, and I want to check out Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, but now I can do it on my Switch. Probably if they port the Spyro game, they're going to do that. Maybe not at E3, but expect it. So that's kind of a weird one to end it with, and I'm sorry that this video is probably very low quality. I have not obviously edited yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the major video for the visual part of the video, because I'm just talking right now into the microphone, and I'm expecting just that there's going to be a video out of it, but we don't know. I'll see what I'm going to do. So thank you guys for sticking to the end if you made it this far. If you liked this video, I'm sure you didn't, but I would highly appreciate it if you liked this video. Maybe comment, tell me what you think will happen at E3. Tell me, maybe if you watch E3, tell me everything I got right, tell me everything I got wrong. Of course, I'll know that, but I would like to hear your guys' feedback on E3, your guys' feedback on the video. Thank you guys for watching, everyone. This has been a weird video, like I mentioned a million times, but thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.